Hi all, I'm just going to do a quick clean on this kitchen. Hi all, I'm just going to do a quick clean on this bathroom. My kitchen is already clean. Well, that's better. Hello. Now I'm going to clean for reals. And now you can probably hear me a little bit better. I was keeping these for little seed planters. I tried them. They didn't work very well. So recycle. Also recycle. I have this on, I guess, so I can talk. And, what am I thinking about right now? I'm thinking about what to grind my seed here. I'm thinking about, hey, what should I tell you guys? I'm thinking about where I go to do my workouts, what I've done to help myself, like with this weight loss, being worried about keeping it off, For me, with the pre-diabetes thing that I got, that number, this is more about taking care of myself and realizing that I need to do things so that I can have more energy. I'm thinking right now about how, I'm stopping to look at the camera while I'm cleaning. I'm thinking about this thing won't get out and how I love and hate these microfiber cloths. Making it all nice and shiny. There. Okay, now move everything here. I forgot to tell you something at the beginning. Let's see, that's my hair thing. And that is that if you have a bathroom to clean, feel free to get up and clean with me, especially if you're on your phone. Just grab it, take it with you, and clean with me. And while you're cleaning, tell me what you think about while you're cleaning. Wondered. There. This goes downstairs. I'll put it here. Have a little pile there to go. Boy, I tried to get this to solve a problem, to not have this, because I'm like, this doesn't look very pretty. Silly. Look at how tiny it is, though. It looks like the size of a nice carafe, but it was hard for me to determine how big it really was, and man, the way it gets used up, it's almost not worth the effort. But I will wipe this off and refill it. I also, since I use just vinegar and alcohol, this is my little, I don't mind keeping that. I'll use a clean rag after that. These are so hard to undo too. There we go. Still some in there. I have even thought about just taking the labels off of one of these. It's probably what's going to end up happening. And then when you're cleaning, there's like, you know, a rhythm to it. And it can become quite nice to get that rhythm. And there's a lot of rhythms in our lives. And sometimes we focus on one, and sometimes we focus on another one. And I guess for a little bit, I focused on my health. But you know, a clean house is part of the health too, I tell myself, yes. But sometimes there's such an overwhelm of information when you have some change you have to do to make yourself more healthy. And then I think it's okay to like focus on that for a little while. But then the question is, how do you get back to the rest of your rhythms? I don't know. Right now, I think this, I'm gonna have to switch rags. There. We're done. Monday. So yeah, rhythms. Getting back into a rhythm, and how do we get back there? I'm not sure, really. If we had to stop things for a while, I think it's always good to have structure, have the things you need to do written down. I think it's always good to come at things that you let go of without a sense of how do I say it, without self-recrimination, without a sense of just like blaming yourself. This is all bad because of me. A lot of times when I come to a situation like that in my home, now it's true. I could have done better. But instead of thinking about what I coulda, shoulda, woulda, I think, well, what if I just, bought this house just now and this is the way it is, and now I have to get it back into shape for me to clean it. Just do the work without. And then when you kind of like, this is the way things are now, it doesn't matter the way they are in the past, just do what is there now. And don't think about how it got that way. Think about what needs to be done to get it better. So that's, if I have to speak while I'm cleaning, I end up going into teaching mode. I love to teach. This channel that I started was mostly for me to practice for my other channel. I'm going to clean my bedroom next, and then I'll get to showing you my living room as I'm doing it. But my other channel is a teaching channel, a learning channel about women's history. It's not up yet. You haven't seen it yet. So I wanted to get comfortable on camera. Oh yeah, you go down there. And there's not much space. There we go. You are the dog. Also, I felt like I had to clean my house before I could even start this channel. I know I don't need to have things perfect, so, and also that little push. I really think it was the Spirit telling me, show that you're not perfect. I'm not perfect, guys. And now I'm thinking about how I can fit everything. Nope. Okay. I'll see. Yeah, I know I don't need to have it perfect, but it was just so down not being very clean. And it's hard to think. It's hard to be organized in my head when my house is not clean. So I've got to take care of this right now. But yeah, while I was doing it, the spirit just said, yeah, show your house and show it the way it really is. So there we go. That's what happened. And I'm first kind of, started, this is just going to be kind of a vlog thing. But then I started learning about stuff. Yeah, I moved that already once, huh? And when I learn about stuff, I want to tell people about what I've been learning about. Because it's helpful to me and it's really cool. There we go. There we are. That's better. The thing that got so frustrating to me though was I was just, I kept on thinking about how to improve this channel here, Amy at Home. And it kind of stopped me from thinking about what my other channel is going to be about and doing my other channel. And I got all caught up in that. I also got caught up in fixing things in the backyard in the chicken coop. And then I came back and thought I'm going to do this again. Then I got caught up working hard on the pantry room and kind of tried to come back again and thought, oh, I'll just do these 5-minute clutter busters. You see that up there. But of course, 5-minute clutter busters requires a lot of planning and thinking. And if you hear sounds up there, that's the people taking care of our roof. Sorry. That takes planning and thinking as opposed to just saying, oh, I'm going to spend 5 minutes right here just cleaning this spot right here. Instead, that becomes, well, I need to go get a camera and I need to think about context and all of that kind of thing. And it just would stop me from doing what I needed to do. I think one of the biggest, there were 2 bottlenecks here. One, setting up my camera, putting on a microphone, and getting it all recorded, getting good angles. And 2, the editing portion of it. So you'll have seen this video is almost completely unedited. And I say almost, but I decided not even to speed it up. Maybe I will a little bit when I'm not talking. I don't know. You will know by the time you're watching this video, but I don't right now. But so I realized the editing really, I don't want to spend my time planning and editing for this channel because I want to spend that on my other channel. And I'll tell you when I'm working on my living room what that other channel is about. I don't know if you guys will like it or not, but it is my passion. And so, yeah, that's why I've kind of been gone. And then one day I was on a walk and decided to just pop my phone up. And there was an app that made it really easy for me to get stuff out. I didn't even have to transfer anything to the computer. And that was nice. So I'm going to see if I can even use that on my iPad with this. We'll see. But yeah, I'm sorry. But also I have my own stuff to do and I have my family. I've told you before that is so important to me. Family and sometimes, and my health. Family and health are more important than YouTube channel. And for me, so is the topic of my other channel compared to this cleaning. And also, this is like, if I do anything else that's not cleaning, YouTube kind of hates me. And I was so worried about that. I'm going to stop worrying about that anymore, because my life is not just about, even my caretaking of my home is not just about cleaning and decluttering, and I've been decluttering. Caretaking of my home is also about making it work and be more sustainable, making it become healthier for myself and healthier for my family. And it all kind of ties together. It's all kind of one thing in my head, you know, growing microgreens or having a chicken coop and decluttering my house. It's all part of this whole home creating, not just home making, but home caring, home creating, housekeeping. It's part of the same thing to me. And it's good work to be doing. Not always recognized work, but it's good work. And I am, as you can see, done. Now I'm just chatting. And I'm very grateful for all of you that have asked for me to be back, because, you know, sometimes things get lonely too. And that was very nice to see that. You guys are amazing. I love you guys. I don't know you guys. And, you know, maybe in the next life, but I hope everything is going well for you, and have a wonderful day. Be at home in the place you're at.